Hey guys, this is Hawkeye, and I am back with Fishing Planet, the beginner series. And we just finished pretty much all we can do with Lone Star Lake at this time. Now there's going to be other things we're going to do here in the future, but for now we are done for this for a little bit here. Now, as far as where to go from here, I think the best place to go would be Lesni Vila at this point, because it is the next map on the list. Now, if you look at the globe, we do have other lakes that are open, but I think this will benefit us the most. Yeah, we've got Rocky Lake, Mud River Water, Emerald Lake, and I think we might have another one over here. No, Tiber River is not open yet, but again, Terneuzen Canal will be unlocked at level 12. We still are not able to upgrade ourselves to be able to carry 3 rods just yet. We've got to get to level 12. But we're getting there. So we're going to go ahead and take the Lesni Vila Exploration 1 mission. We're going to track that. And there are other missions. There's collecting missions, but at this point we can't get to all the lakes that we can do those at. So right now we're still with the exploring. So Lesni Vila, Mudwater Panfish is another one we can do in the near future. But let's take care of this one first. Now this is not one of my favorite lakes, to be perfectly honest. I don't think there's any uniques here, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty certain of that. Actually, there is. There's a black crappie. I'm looking in the heron. God bless it. How I clicked on that, I don't know. Let me see here. Get out of this. It looked like I was selected on it. There we go. Okay, now we got it. Yeah, I don't think there's any uniques at all. In fact, there's not a whole lot of species, even types. We've got common carp. They're only young. Roach. Only up to trophy. European perch, common. European weatherfish. Trophy is the largest. Mirror carp, young. Northern pike, young. Prussian carp, trophy. Silver Bream, common. And tinge, common. So, not much here, but it's, I think, level 2 or 3. I think it's level 3. You can unlock this. Now, as well, whether or not we need to buy a license here, I think it has to do a lot with how much they cost. Honestly, I wouldn't waste my bait coins on this. I would, if I was going to spend the 18 bait coins I've earned thus far, I would spend it on someplace like Emerald Lake or Mudwater River, or Neheran River for that matter. Now, see, I think at Mudwater it's 30, and if we keep at it, we can earn that and be able to get it. And I definitely think you should have an unlimited license there, without a doubt. So let's just get this mission completed. Travel costs are not very expensive, 120. We will have to get a temporary license, but for what we need to do here, which is not really a whole lot, should not take too long. Well, that's interesting. That's a new picture, guys. Yeah, there's just another update. They did a hot fix to fix some bugs and things like that, so there might be a few new things you might see. And that's the first I've ever seen of that. Yeah, see, only a 1-day license. We have to get $300 to be able to fish advanced. I wouldn't even bother with the basic licenses. That's honest God's truth. The basic licenses are a waste of time, in my opinion. So I don't even know why they offer it. But we're going to jump in here. Got this tract. We need to catch a European perch, a silver bream, a Prussian carp, and a common roach. So let me see what they have as far as bait, so we might be able to enhance ourselves. The bread with honey is a definite must. If we can have space for it in our inventory, definitely worth it. Once we get to it, the pinkies and the semolina balls will definitely be worth it here too. But we can't get to that just yet. I'm going to go ahead and start off here at Rybarski Demov spawn point. Go to private room. Now we are in the best peak at this point, the early morning. And European perch, silver bream, Prussian carp, and common roach, all of which go for a lot of different things. But I'll tell you, every one of them will go for worms. If you really want to get down to it, I've got pet food on here still, so we're going to have to do a little changing around here of the guard. We're going to need to size our hook down. I think I'm going to go with an 8. And I'm going to do the same with this one too. I'm going to take this to about 40. This is standard for me. I always go with 40. If I'm not sure of how deep I need to be have it set at, I will always put it at 40. I think what I'm going to start off with is probably pearl barley on this rod. And for this one, either dough balls or bread with honey. And I think I'm going to go with bread with honey. I think that's safest. You should be able to get those species with that. Now I have a rod holder. I only need this one. I'm not sure why in the world it won't set up right there, but it's weird. Okay. I have to go back a little bit. Alright, I don't think there's much underwater terrain-wise that we can deal with. Let's just toss this over here. Mix those lilies, see what we can do. Now the pearl barley is a popular item for things like the roach. Oh, we already have a bite here, so we may have our first one here. Not too bad. Hopefully it's a Prussian carp. That's what I'm hoping for. Nope, it's a silver bream. And honestly, that's great because they are probably the hardest of the 4 to get. So that is perfect. None of these fish are very big, so do not expect to have a major fight with any of them. Maybe the mirror carp give you a little bit of trouble, but that's about it. I think I might want to put that near to those lily pads. Maybe right here. Let's see. Might need to size my bobber down a little bit too. I think it might be a little bit too big. Yeah, actually I'm going to go ahead and do that. Carp tend to be a little bit skittish, so it might be a good idea to not give them reason to be afraid of biting on it. And we got one on this already. Not too bad. The bread with honey is probably going to do you best right here, honestly. And there's the Prussian Carp. That's 2 out of the 4. Now this gets up to trophy size, if I'm not mistaken. We'll keep him. So this is going actually pretty darn fast. I'm surprised. And honestly, the common roach is pretty easy to catch. Daggone. Oh, did it too early. Sorry about that. Thought he had it. Okay, it's not deep enough there. Let's try just beyond those lily pads. Right over here. I think the pearl barley might be ideal for the common roach with regards to what type of baits we have here, but I'm going to check just to verify it. It's cheap though. Alright, we got him this time. Okay, he came back. I think it might be another Prussian Carp, judging from the fight he's given me. Yep. New personal record. Prussian Carp. Yeah, we didn't need him, but honestly, we do want to pay for our trip here. I'm going to reel this in real quick because I want to check something here. So if we need the common roach, yeah, pearl barley is up there on their list. And dough balls. I don't have anything other than that I can use. Pinkies would probably do better, or bloodworms, but I don't have those. Now, as far as the European perch, redworms, bloodworms, small minnows. We can actually use spinners and nano spinners here, but I don't have that rod with me. So if I could carry 3 rods, I would do that. But unfortunately, we're going to have to go with a bottom and a float rod at this point. I think I might change this over to small minnows. Oh, it's too heavy. So we will need to switch. Let's see what we got. Make sure he's got it. He's got it. Another silver bream. Not bad. Kind of surprised I got them that easily. Let's change this. Let's try dough balls. See if we can't get that common roach. And now we need to get the European perch. Now, unfortunately, we might not get that here. We may need to go down further on this lake to get them. We'll try it and see what happens, but alright, we got something on here again. Could be what we need, may not. Hoping for a roach. Yep, there he is. Common roach, first one. Not too bad. One more to get. Actually, let's do this. This is a better location for the other species that I just caught. If we're going to get yellow perch, I think we need to go to another location. Let me see, make sure I'm headed in the right direction here. No, I am not. I need to get down to here. Let me take a look. Wait a minute. Let me take a look at the map. Well, we'll get a little closer if we jump here. There's a lot of lily pads over here. You're going to find the perch in much higher concentrations down here. This is also a great spot for the young pike. I think if we're going to get them, we're going to get these guys right here. Alright, you see that we've got 3 clumps of lily pads. We've got reeds on either side. And at the end, this is all good cover for them. Alright, let's go ahead and place our rod pod here. And I'm going to try right here in the middle. These small minnows should get their attention, if nothing else. And let me see here. I'm going to... Honestly, these crickets might do well too. But we'll try red ones to start off with. Yellow perch is they're pretty ravenous. They like just about anything. Honestly, they will go for just darn near anything, any type of lure. So, don't be surprised if you catch them with pretty much anything you throw at them. Very opportunistic species. Now, for those of you who are brand new, if you're fishing with something like small minnows, these are the first of the live bait that you're using. And you're going to notice that the bobber is going to be moving. That's because you're using live bait. So the bait is going to drag the bobber a little bit. What you need to look for, even before it starts to bob, is if it looks like they're running away from something. Once you see that, you know you've got something that's interested in your bait. Right now, we've got no response. They're just kind of moving back and forth. Alright, let's see here. We definitely got something on this one. Seems a little on the big side. It's Prussian Carp. And, yep, they will go for good old red worms, too. Okay, it's not deep enough there. At this point, I really wish I'd been able to bring my other rod, because the yellow perch, I would definitely be able to catch them with some nail spoons if I had them. Okay, we definitely have a bite here. Look at the swirl around the bobber. See that? Something is going for it big time. We just have to wait, see if they follow through. Huh, that's interesting. We definitely had interest and nothing took it. We could see that again though. Well, for now, let's go ahead and get this one. Ooh, new personal record, silver bream. That's a good size one. He's over ½ pound. For them, that's actually pretty darn good. For here. Oh, we got. Oh shoot, we got something. We got something. Hold on. Switch. Hang on it. Let me see what we got. There it is. New personal record, European perch. ½ pound. That's about average for the common. We'll take a look at him. Yep, there we go. That, my friends, is about average. You're not going to probably get much better than that for common. And here, I think, let me make sure of it. I don't think they get bigger than common. I love her. Love her hat. Anyway, there he is. That's the last for this mission. It should have unlocked our other mission, and we've got this one accomplished. Lesni Vila, Exploration 1. Got a monoliter 0.006, 1,000 cash, 1 Bitcoin. We're going to claim that. In other missions, we should have the Lesni Vila Exploration 2 now unlocked. And for this one, we need to catch the northern pike, a common carp, a mirror carp, and a tench. So that's what we're going to do in the next episode. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have any comments or questions, please put it in the comments below. As normal, I will see what I can do to help you as best I can. But anyway, guys, as I always say, aim straight, cast far, and have fun. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.